What is going on, everyone? My name is Boit and I am back with some more Age of Mythology, the hybrid mod action. Spawning on the top of the map in the teal color playing as Oranos is IamWiz. He's back. And in the purple color playing Zeus is Player, and in the red color playing as Thor is AoL, Iron Maiden. Their opponents today are Ayah from WKT playing his set in the green color. His partners today in the blue color from FNX, his name is Playhrd, he's playing Oranos, and in the yellow color is Skyfire playing as Ra. The map is Anatolia. It's currently, I believe it's currently something to something. Let's just leave it like that because I don't know what's going on. So we'll see who does take this game and whether or not we're going to continue with this series. Ayah is playing Set, and we do have Ra. The map is Anatolia, which is really, really fun. I love this map, especially in team games, because it really asks for quite a lot from the middle player. And as you can see, the team F2 has been really fortunate with their spawns here. You want your Oranos player on the side of the map, and you want essentially you want your Oranos player on the side of the map, and you want your Egyptian player on the middle of the map, or your Norse player on the middle of the map. So looks like both teams get slightly disadvantaged from this. So would have been better to have Iron Maiden in the middle, double Ulfsark straight away at the beginning, send both of those Ulfsark to both sides of the shore, build the two docks, boom real hard in the KOKH. But we have the Zeus player, so he can't do that. So he's just going to be able to go to one side of the map. And the same thing over here, when you have the one Egyptian in the middle, you send both your initial villagers over to both sides of the water, build the double docks, and then just get like 7 villagers on wood, and then you go for like a 530 with 20 fishing ships or something ridiculous, and you just like go crazy strong. A lot of people feel like they're disadvantaged by being in the center, but if you're the right god, you can really take advantage of it. But I expect to see general normal play here from everyone. Potentially, player might go for a semi-fast heroic or even a fast heroic. Could be a way to play this, but we'll see what happens there. Most of these Egyptian players, they do struggle a little bit when it comes to Nilla, because a lot of what works in the Titans doesn't work that well in Nilla, right? So you can't just spam docks and do nothing on the water and just like take ahead in the you can't just take ahead in the age while your docks just defend for you. So you actually take a lot of damage if you don't defend. So you have to play a little bit differently on the water. You see that the animals are going to move in here to be picking off this Catastrophic Scout. A little bit of annoyance there on this dock, but Ayah going to be kind of fine here. He's still pumping out fishing ships from one dock. When this dock comes up, he'll be able to push out more, but he's going to get housed. He's chucking the house up over here. This is one of those dangerous things about playing Set and converting animals. You do get population blocked, and here we go. 99%, just for a little bit, not going to be that big of a deal, but you do have to be on top of that. And we do see that player moving forward, trying to pick off some of these animals. Maybe he wants to grab a really, really far dock here. It looks like he's going to chuck that one up really far down this map here. He does have 8 villagers on wood. That's more than I normally see. Generally, I find 7 villagers on wood is the best for this map on Anatolia, because you can't really spam more fishing ships than 7. If you have 4 villagers on wood, that's enough to spam fishing ships from one dock constantly. 8 villagers on wood means you can spam fishing ships from 2 docks constantly, but 7 villagers is like 1 3/4 or something, and that's more than really you can afford to do in the early game, I guess, because you have to spend, I don't know, maybe it's the way to go. Maybe 8 villagers is actually the best. So we do have Maiden. He has quite a few villagers on wood as well, so he's going to be totally fine there. We do have this villager. Looks like he is going to get picked off here. Or no, we have animation cancelling, so that's going to be fine there. But the third wolf coming in, that's going to force player back, and this wolf is going to catch up to this villager. Going to pick him off, even if you animation can. Oh, actually, he could have killed that. He could have killed that wolf if he animation cancelled that better. Look, he could have done it, because that wolf needed 4 hits, and the villager could have got off more than. Basically, you can animation cancel the second half of the thing. So if he got off 2 shots there or 3 shots, he could have got off 6 shots, right? If he did it perfectly. But unfortunately, player did not want to put the effort into there, and that dock is not going to be able to go up anytime soon. We do have Wiz going through the Classical Age through Prometheus, Playhrd going through Prometheus, AoL, Iron Maiden going through Freya, Ayah. Not yet advancing. He should be going through Ptah. There is Ptah and player going through Hermes and Skyfire going through Ptah. There we go, and this dock's still not going up. More of those wolves coming in order to stop this location. We have AoL and Main chucking up that second dock as well, and we have only 3 docks so far for Ayah, when we have also only 3 docks here for Skyfire, but he's putting up 2 docks straight away. Generally, you want to have about 3 to 4 docks as Egyptian. Can go for 5 docks, but generally speaking, you want to have that gold in the bank so you can spend it on archer ships. This is kind of a little bit of a waste of gold in Nilla because they can't defend against you. But we're going to be kind of fine here. He's going to be having to deal with the double, whereas player and AoL Iron Maiden have to deal with this. Generally, I think you should try and win one side of the water really hard, so double one side, and try and defend as much as you possibly can, and send 1 villager over the other side of the map and then take the fish on the other side of the map, because there is enough of fish for one side. We have Shifting Sands getting cast there. That's going to grab 3 of players' villages. This is Nilla, and there's the ceasefire. This is Nilla, so Shifting Sands does a lot of damage to your opponent's economy without that much effort. We're seeing Skyfire trying to keep these villagers in their base, but that's not going to do anything. These villagers are going to get out. So like I was saying, Shifting Sands in Village Balance Patch 3.0 has been nerfed, so you can't actually shift that many villagers. But in Nilla, you can shift up to 3 villagers HP worth, so 65 times 3. So if you have low HP villagers, Shifting Sands actually can shift even more than 3. So, but the big thing about it is you don't actually have to do any damage to your opponent. You don't have to like do anything with it. Basically, you just use Vision, Shifting Sands, kill 3 villagers. It's brutal. That being said, though, never losing 3 villagers is a game ending. It just puts yourself a little bit behind. And you can always catch up, so it's never a huge deal. The Oranos scouts from Wiz are here now, so they're going to be able to defend, but is Wiz going to be able to beat an Oranos player and Skyfire here with his Bareems? The cabinets do have 6 damage, so this is actually even a little bit more different from the Titans, because generally when you're playing as Oranos against these cabinets, they are a little bit weaker, I think, in the Titans. I could be wrong, but we'll see if they can, if Wiz can actually defend here okay or not. But it looks like player and AoL Iron Maiden moving in, going to be trying to pick off a bunch of Ayah's fishing ships. So this is actually what you want to be doing when you're 2v1ing. You want to try and run past your opponent's triremes and kill off their fishing ships, because you know you can beat them, and you just want to kill their economy before you beat them. That kind of vibe. We just see that Wiz playing okay here, but his microing is a little bit too many ships back, and he's not dealing the damage he needs to do. Shockwave does go down there from Playhrd, and that's going to pick off a bunch of Wiz's ships there. But it looks like this location has been given up already from Ayah. If we jump over to Ayah's perspective, he's grabbing that armory up. He's going through to the through the heroic age. He's going to grab his own second town center, start booming, and that's pretty much going to be the story here. Whereas Wiz spending all of his resources on this, and if we check over onto Wiz's perspective, he doesn't have that many villagers at all. I mean, he's chucking up military barracks. He does have the armory up, so it looks like he wants to go to that heroic age, which is totally fine if you can do, and get his own town centers and try and be okay. But he's going to be really, really hurting. But so is Ayah. So it's all about how much damage you can do to your opponents. But Skyfire is like super far ahead at this point for some reason. We do see, where is he? Skyfire. He's going to the heroic age through Hathor. He's got so much food income, 21 villagers onto that food. Or he doesn't have Persin yet. He's grabbing that one though, so that's going to be huge. Sending villagers forward, going to grab this town center straight away. And we do have counter barracks going up, military barracks going up, and Hathor will be here, so that's going to be really brutal. You can use that one over here. Over here in Nilla, Hathor is a little bit stronger than on Village Balance Patch 3.0 because the radius is a little bit larger. We see Monument Soldiers going up. You're not ISIS. That doesn't really do anything. A little bit of an interesting choice there. But we do see that Wiz is trying to pick up a couple of these fishing ships, but there's already Bareem already over here. And we do see all of these Trireme already trying to pick off this Neph. These coming through for Ayah. He still has villagers on food here, so it does not look like he wants to move back over onto the fish there. And he's going to be chucking up markets. Now, this is one thing that a lot of people don't realize, oh, there's the ancestors getting cast onto the economy of player. I'll tell you about why a market's good in a second here. But minions now coming in, so they're going to pick off a bunch of these villages, or at least slow down player quite substantially. He is going through Apollo. He's got a Jason queued up, and there is a Promethean in his base with the Murmillo. Definitely want to grab that town center and focus down the Murmillo, get that Jason out. We have the town center going up, but we already have minions. Going to scout that one out. Going to try and pick this off. We have Watchtower coming up for player here as well. Have the Theseus already trying to pick this one off, but you just Alt-S these villages. Definitely want to Alt-S this villages. Get this town center up as fast as possible. Ayah gets that second town center up already, so he's going to be booming. No second town center just yet for Skyfire. Going for that economy, not going for that economy straight away. But a lot of these units are going to fall at this point. Villagers going down. There we go. Villagers do get that town center up, so player's going to be in a decent enough position even after this Ancestors does go down. But now we have Maiden moving in, trying to stop that third town center from Ayah going up. But that one's already up. We do have Heroic Age from Maiden. Maiden already got that 2 villages, and he could be thinking about going for a really early Ragnarok here. There's oh, brutal. There we go. There's the Locust. You can see how big it is. Picks off 5 villages or 6 villages. That's huge. But not losing all of them. Does manage to save quite a few considering how many were there. And now player moves back onto this back gold mine, waits for that to finish off. Valor does get cast there from Wiz, and Wiz is just chilling at this moment. He's just trying to catch up here. He's got that second town center coming up already, so he should start pumping out that economy and being in a similar position to Ayah, I feel like. Anyways, here we go. Villagers coming in right now. Try and pick off this hill fort, but it looks like this one should get up there fairly easily, and players should be able to move in, or maybe get it up, but there are some axemen here, so this may be a little bit too much, but no, the hill fort should get up. This gold mine should be pretty much secured here for AoL Iron Maiden. But the thing is, I feel like he just doesn't have, he's only got 3 barracks at this point. If we check out Maiden's economy, look at that. He's got so much economy. He does have a market up. I heard the market go up. So he does need to start really pumping out those ox caravans. Like I was saying before, markets are essentially an extra town center. This is one thing that many people don't realize. It's the same thing as docks, right? If you have a dock, you can basically have an extra town center worth of villager production. If you have a market and you don't use it, you basically have an idle town center. And if you think about it like that, then that's huge. We do have more ox caravans now coming out for Maiden. You have to be careful. You don't want to over economize, but if you're behind on the economy, the fastest way to catch up is to get a market, spam ox caravan, and don't put more villagers onto gold, because that's basically where you're sending villagers. We have more hill forts going up. The hill fort was picked up, even though it got up by WKT, so he's going to be trying to move back. And we do see Migdol strongholds moving forward for Skyfire here. He's going to try and get through here. He's got the Migdol stronghold. Town center could go up as well, but I feel like this location is going to be controlled now. And unfortunately for F2, they need to control this location. Otherwise, that town center is going to really be difficult to claim back. I guess there is this nice cliff here, so you can get some siege onto it from player, or even the other ones. What do you call them? Or Ballaster, I guess. But Ulfsark's now coming out for Maiden. Maiden can start pumping out those upgrades there. If you go, actually, I don't know why he went Freya. If you go Forseti into Bragi into Tyr, that's some brutally strong Ulfsark if you get all those upgrades. But we do see that AoL Iron Maiden is under a lot of pressure here. But check out what player's doing at this point. He's sitting only at 86 population. He's in the Heroic Age, so he has Hephaestus. So he's trying to boom. And this is all going to kind of come down to can Maiden defend here? He's the strong player in this game. Can he defend? He's got all of those infantry coming out. I love the infantry army for Thor because it's super strong, and we do see him trying to defend here, but this town center is going to go down, which is going to move Maiden back onto 2 town centers. I feel like he should be able to defend here if player can start helping out. He does have some of these military buildings coming out, and he does have access to Apollo, so it does look like he's going for an Apollo attack. Could potentially go into the base of Playhrd. Definitely want to get onto this trade route of Skyfire, it's absolutely booming already. So Skyfire just getting super far ahead at this point. Hill Fort's going to go down now for Maiden. So Maiden under so much pressure at this point. More All-Star coming out. Going to be able to move in, try and pick off these units, but they're going to get out of here, I guess. Or maybe they don't need to. You can just chill in this position here. Still no villagers moving forward just yet for Ayah. I'm not 100% sure about that. Ayah got 1,400 gold in the bank, so it's not a big ask to just move forward and grab this town center. And still, no push here from player. Player just waiting. He's looking for that. There we go. He's looking for that underworld attack. Pegasus moving in. This gives it away a little bit that he's going for it. And he does see the trade route here. So cast this Apollo here. Start producing a bunch of military buildings and everything. There we go. Underworld passage goes in. Get this fog of war off. These hoplite moving in. Those are going to start doing so much damage. They've already got all of these upgrades for him as well. Going to move in. Try and pick off this fortified town center. However, Maiden is actually still defending fairly well. I would have thought he may have been struggling even more, but he does need to start getting up some more military buildings back here, because once he loses this, these are all of his military buildings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once you have a really strong economy, especially as Thor, you need to get all of those military buildings up so that you can continue to support your economy in production. We have villagers now pumping out. However, Ayah sending mercenary over here. Town center does go down there. So Playhrd in a little bit of a tough position here because he's going to be dropping down to that 2 population. And more hoplite moving on over here. Going to try and pick off this location as well. Villager is actually getting picked off. Need to send out a couple more villagers here in order to get that watchtower up that he wants to. Mercenary are super strong though. They're going to try and pick off all of these guys. But if you can get these watchtower up, it's going to be pretty big. We see some of those chariot archers moving in. Only 12 hoplite onto this town center. And even though there are 12, there is mason here and fortified town center. So that's going to be really difficult there. But we do see Wiz is actually holding on really, really nicely at this point. I felt like he was super far behind. He's sitting on 3 town centers somehow. I have no idea how he's still able to maintain that. Skyfire on 4 town centers though. So he should be able to keep pushing in here. And we do see a lot of this happen. Whoop, the Son of Osiris goes down, but Bolt instantly. No misclick on that one. More villagers coming out here, trying to hold on to this location, but it looks like it's going to be a little bit too much with the double units here. Another town center there falls there. Playhrd does lose both of those town centers, and it looks like finally Maiden able to stabilize as player has defeated, or at least garnered some attention onto the back of the base here from WKT. So now Maiden can grab this town center back and then start really getting that economy together, getting that population together. And really what needs to start happening is focusing on this location here. Get some of that fortified, get some of that hill fort shenanigans going up, and then try and get this fortified town center down with Petropolis or Ballista or something like that. Got that town center, trying to get it back up, but it looks like just needs to kill off this army first, otherwise it's not going to happen. We do see Playhrd getting to that Mythic Age through Hecate. Having lost these town centers means he can't spend the resources, so he does decide to get to that Mythic Age, and he's going to be able to cast that somewhere. We do see that more of these units still coming in. There's, oh no, the Hecate does go down, but it does not kill the underworld passage. That's not what you want to see there. Generally what happens with the Tartarian gauge, you put it on top of the underworld and you can actually kill it, but unfortunately the positioning of it was not good enough. There was too many units over the underworld, so you can't actually produce it when there's units there. You can't make Tartarian gate on a human unit or a myth unit for that matter, but which meant that Tartarian gate does not manage to pick this one off. But we do have Tartarian spawn, so they should be able to help out there, but still Colossus coming through now. Town center has finally, looks like it may be able to go up now as Wiz is over here to defend, and he's going to be moving forward at this point, but still no units pumping out here for Skyfire. Skyfire just chucking up so many watchtowers. I'm not sure I understand what this is about, but we do see that this location still very well defended here, and the trade route is under a lot of pressure. Ayah now through Horus. That's going to be enough to pick this location off. Should probably see, or maybe not. We got some siege towers coming in, but all these villages going to be enough here to pick off this location here. Raneb's in, but he's going to die really quickly, especially the villagers attacking him already. Those should die. Town center going up now for Playhrd, and we do see a rock coming in. What's in that one there? I'm assuming that's siege there. So he's going to move in, put that one down. Helios now for Wiz, so he can start jumping around the map. He's raiding some of what Ayah's got here, and Helios does get cast over onto this location here, so he's going to have some of these medium terma in order to defend here. So he's going to try and pick off all of these chariot archers while these villagers keep seeing this underworld goes up so fast. The repair rate is absolutely bonkers, and he's going to be able to keep this one up. AoL Iron Maiden goes to the Mythic Age through Balder. Is he going to cast this one, or is he going to hang on to it? Sometimes it's okay to just go Balder and not cast Rag, because you just don't need to, because Balder's so strong. You get access to Fire Giants, Balder Rams as well. Absolutely bonkers. We see these Siege Towers still trying to move in. Going to be picking off some of these armories which are trying to defend against his base here, but that's gonna be fine. We see this underworld passage is still up, which is pretty crazy. And we have Gold Colossus coming out now. Rhinoceros of Set coming in as well. We've got so many camel caravans moving in. I really feel like if Maiden could jet some of these Ulfsark through that underworld passage and start like helping out with this location, that would be really, really big there. But looks like this location is going to be going down fairly soon. If you can pick off all these villagers, just get these chariot archers to focus down the villagers. That's how you kill off the underworld passage. It's kind of like a wall in terms of its repair rate. So you have to kill off the villagers first and then kill off the other thing. We do see, oh my god, there's so much laming going on here. So many watch towers, guard towers even. These Ulfsark look like they're trying to run through. They do have fairly strong amount of armor here with the 40%, but when you have that many arrows, so many of those Ulfsark do die. But we do have Maiden does manage to get through here, and I feel like he should just start producing some of those Ballista. But looks like he's going to try and get through, get onto the trayway. If he can get into this location here and just start building some barracks up, get some of those Ulfsark pumping, that could be really big. Bellerophon does go through, and this attack from player has been shut down, so he can now start focusing on defending against this push here and moving back himself. So we have to change at the front here. Instead of the back of the base, it's going to the front. Still, this town center for some reason has not been grabbed yet by WKT. Not sure if they just don't know about it or not, but heavy Ulfsark are moving in here. Going to see if we can disrupt this trade route, which is always going to be big, but it looks like Ayah already on top of it. Got these chariot archers already down here, so they're going to pick off all of these Ulfsark. Got some more of these FNX Playhrd villagers trying to grab this town center up, but all these Ulfsark are going to start falling. We do see AoL Iron Man does cast Ragnarok. So, but cool, you cast Ragnarok, but where are you going to attack? You don't want to attack here. There's too many towers. So you need to run past that location. And then it's effectively, you just want to sit here, pick off the base of Ayah, maybe pick off the base of Ayah, but you just don't. The last thing you want to do is attack this location here. Just attack it with Petropoli, get your own watchtowers up. It's really hard for Oranos to deal with watchtowers plus Petropoli plus army. So we'll see if he does decide to do that, or he can potentially move in over here. But with all the mercenary and the infinite amount of gold that Skyfire's got, maybe not the best choice there. So we do see Maiden running past this. So he's making the right choice, in my opinion, not attacking this location with Rags. And he's going to be attempting to deal some damage onto the base of Ayah. He does have some idle infantry as well, it looks like. If we jump back over to AoL Iron Maiden, if we check this shift, he doesn't have that many, but you definitely want to get those ones happening. We do have him splitting up 3 different groups of Hero Ragnaroks here, so he's going to be running around this location, trying to move forward and see what he can do over here. We do have a Wonder going up for Skyfire. That's a bit of a meme. That one should not be able to win the game there, so potentially... yeah, I'm not sure about the Wonder. You wanna be trying to win the game normally before you go for the Wonder, especially when it's only 22 minutes in. That's not gonna do. It's not gonna be able to be held, I think, especially against Zeus players that can hit that late game power spike and then start running Myrmidon through. You've also got Balder Rams to contend with, also all of these hero Ragnaroks, but looks like the hero's already running straight to this location. So I guess Skyfire is using this maybe more as a distraction, but he doesn't have anything here to really defend. He can produce mercenary cavalry, but this many heroes of Ragnarok, they have some really strong upgrades there. We do see Tornado gets cast here. Ooh, not sure about that one at all. Just need a retreat out of there. That's a wasted Tornado. Could have used that on this location here. But we do have Playhrd's town center is going to get taken down here. All of these, and we go with the flaming weapons, all of these Ragnarok heroes going to start taking out the trade route. And AoL Maiden's got so much wood in the bank. If I'm Maiden right now, I'm chucking up watchtowers here. Get these watchtowers up, kill off all of these villagers. You don't want to be just attacking town centers here. You want to be dealing damage to your opponent's economy, because your economy is getting damage for every second that you don't have villagers. Essentially, when you use Balder, we have another wonder going up here. This is Mimi. Ayah grabbing this second wonder here for WKT. Bunch of these camel caravans are going to get picked off, but Maiden going to move in straight away, and this is going to get picked off straight away. There's a couple of these watchtowers here, but this is going to be enough here. And we do see that, I guess, more of these military academies coming up now for player, but he should be totally fine here. We got more of this moving in right now. We've got some guard towers falling down as well. Again, I would love to see Maiden just booming into this location here with watchtowers, get so many of those up and pick off this trade route, because this is where all the gold's coming in for WKT. If you can stop the gold, you stop the army. And also, with all of these mercenary coming out, you don't really want to be fighting them. You want your watchtowers to be dealing with them. Mercenary costs 0 population, but so do watchtowers, and watchtowers actually kill them super fast as well. However, we do see that Maiden trying to move in over here. He does have access to use forest fire, so he could use that one to pick off a bunch of these camel caravans as well, which would be hilarious. However, we do have Maiden picking off this location as well, but Maiden's economy, population is falling pretty fast here. We do have Monument to the Gods is up for Skyfire as well. It's pretty funny. But we do have player has kind of hit that late game spike here. He does need to grab his own second town center, third town center, but it looks like Maiden's also lost his third town center, so everyone just losing town centers left, right, and center at this point. And it looks like this location has been kind of secured yet. Again, still no forest fire. I'm wondering if there's a reason he's holding on to it, or he just hasn't thought about the using it in terms of picking off this location here and making it a little bit more easy to sit in, basically. But more units pumping out now. We have Thor and Axeman coming out for Maiden now. He's going to be grabbing this town center back up. And does he have access? No, he doesn't have that. He doesn't have that upgrade there to make throwing Axeman deal damage to myth units, because that's a Titan upgrade, not a Nilla upgrade, because there's really no use for it in Nilla because there's only rocks, whereas Stymphalian birds are ridiculously strong. Ayah chucking up. Oh my god, these guys just want to get a wonder win. Oh, I don't know about this. Wonders, sure, cool. They're cool. If you win with a wonder, it's always a bit of a like, woo, we won with a wonder. But you were so far ahead, and every time you build a wonder, that's 1,000 or 3,000 resources you're wasting instead of pushing forward. And also the economy's not gathering. Also, this is not Nilla. Pharaohs cannot impair a wonder in Nilla. So, patch team, if you are watching this video, you might want to fix that one, because that's not how it's meant to be. Wonder is going up though. I feel like this one actually may go up. We do have some of those longhouses finally coming up here, and watchtowers as well. So this is really big now. This is a lot of the trade route of WKT. So Maiden's finally heard me here, and this is actually going to do so much damage if you can get these watchtowers to do some stuff. We have some gold coming in from player, but no crenellations just yet for Maiden. Definitely needs to get that one up, because that's huge, especially when the speed of these caravans. What is it? Oh, they are slow enough that they get hit, but look at all of these idle caravans here. That's huge right now. And village is now pumping out for Maiden, so he's going to be trying to catch back up on that economy. He's got a lot of idle military over here. Definitely want to be doing something with that. While you're attacking here, you definitely need to be attacking elsewhere. But this kind of damage to the economy is going to be huge. So I'd love to see Maiden start chucking up a bunch of those hill forts and start transitioning into battle rams and start moving forward into your opponent's base there. We do see Playhrd moving back into the base now. He's going to try and pick off all of this with his fanatics and stuff, which is going to allow player to start positioning himself in this location with fortresses and everything else. He's got Heliopoli trying to pick off the military barracks and everything else here. He's got some champion chariot here from Ayah, but they aren't really going to be able to do all too much against anything that's here. And player just needs to maybe produce like 4 or 5 fortress, and then start producing some of those Myrmidon. Wonder does go up now for Ayah, so that's going to sit there and be a bit of a nuisance, but it looks like more of these watchtowers just going to try and keep moving this way, and really put pressure onto that trade route. But it looks like the trade route's been swapped away from going through that portion of the base. Nice play there from WKT, but now Maiden's got some of these raiders coming out, so he's going to be moving forward with these guys. This entire location here looks like it's completely free to be taken here from F2 and AoL, whereas the rest of the map looks like it's been fairly well occupied. I guess you got this location here and here, so there's still some spots here that can get taken. The late game of Age of Mythology is fairly simple. Build as many buildings as you possibly can, control as much of the land as you can, and try and take your opponent's town centers down. So that's the big important thing there for the late game. We just see Wiz casting Vortex. Where's he casting it? I have no idea where he cast it. Where's Teal? Where is the Teal army? Oh, maybe over here? I don't know. That's weird. We do have Skyfire doing a significant amount of damage to Wiz, so this is going to be really difficult right now. F2 needs to make a decision. He needs to move over here and potentially take this town center for himself. I mean, player needs to take this town center for himself. We have another wonder going up over here. That's so silly, but okay. Town center has actually fallen here. Maiden's managed to pick off some stuff here. He's doing a lot of damage, a lot of harass, but Skyfire can just continue to just move forward. He's grabbing this town center for himself. He's got only 4 villages on it and a pharaoh. And we do have some fanatics moving in for Wiz, but I think player does need to help in this location over here, but looks like he's moving forward, more concerned with the wonder, and we do have some of these Petropolis are here. We've got some guard towers going up on the newly formed trade route of Ayah, so this is going to be also really big, so he's going to be able to sit in here and do a bunch of that damage, and we'll see if that does matter. He can actually use Forest Fire on here, and that's going to do a little bit of damage to that wonder, but yeah, that's going to be big. Still no more gold income there for Ayah again. More walls going up. I love this movement here. Get these walls along the trees, move up, get a box around your Petropoli, keep pushing forward. But this town center is up for Skyfire now, so more watchtowers going up here, or is it guard towers? Guard towers going up now. Got some of these catapults. The catapults do need to be upgraded. I'm surprised they aren't upgraded at this point in the game. If we check over Skyfire's economy, he doesn't have the gold right now. That's probably why they're not upgraded. And Playhrd is sitting at a ridiculous amount of wood, but no gold again. So this is why this play here from Maiden was so good, because you shut down the gold for just a little bit, and it forces your opponents to basically slow down everything, and they can get a really strong foothold onto your opponents here. What is Maiden doing at this point? He's got got some of those rams coming out. They are battle rams, so they can do so much damage here. And he's got, oh, here we go. There's what Maiden's doing. I was like, where are all the red dots on the map? Here they are. We've got so many of these battle rams coming in. Once you have this many, battle rams start becoming ridiculous. They have 68 crush damage per second or something like that. We've got some Petropolis coming in here, but this is not going to be able to be defended. He's going to move straight in, try and pick off this wonder. It may be enough, maybe not. Going to have a bunch of these mercenary pumping out here, but camel caravans making a little bit of a nuisance here. I feel like you should probably kill off the watchtower first. You've got like 5 minutes to deal with, but it looks like he's going to be going for the wonder. I guess that's the safe play. You want to kill the wonder off, but if you kill the fortified town center off, that's even less to defend against. I mean, to attack against. Well, yeah, defend against. There's no mercenary, but I guess these town centers are awfully close together. This wonder potentially going to be able to be saved. There's a lot of battle rams here, but more of these attacking over on this location as well. I'm still surprised that Wiz is able to defend against this at this point here. Where's the army of... Oh, I see. He's actually having to deal with this. We're finally utilizing this cliff here to take down this town center. But looks like the battle rams did not manage to pick off this wonder, but one more little attack here. Here we go. One more attack from these battle rams is going to be enough. I feel like if I'm Maiden, I have the resources. Yep. I want to grab those that what's it called? I can't remember what it's called. Engineers or something. No. Hill fort. This one. Levy. Get that levy so you can build these even faster, especially when you have the resources in the bank. Definitely something you should consider doing. Chuck these portable rams onto this location here. The wonder should go down this attack now, and this is going to be really difficult to defend against. I feel like that for some reason WKT just let AoL and F2 move into this position here, and then they managed to control this location. And for some reason, I just can't understand how WOOOOOO is defending against a 4-town center Skyfire who's got access to infinite mercs, and those are Medjay mercs. Oh, they're not Medjay mercs. That's really weird. They should be. Maybe it doesn't show up in the tooltip or something. But Medjay mercs, absolutely brutal. We've got these battle rounds moving on to this location here. That should fall down as well. We do have Architects, so should be able to defend against it, but this entire location is going to be falling, and Ayah's going to be actually falling behind here, WOOOOOO as well. And we do have this town center going back up for WOOOOOO, and we have some gold Colossus moving in as well. Belleroth on here to pick off everything else here. Got a bunch of these mercenary, but these aren't really going to be able to help. Got some of these fire sergeants sitting in the back. Not sure why they're not moving forward. Again, could get this forward. There we go. Fortress is coming back up. Going to try and get those Petropoli to keep pumping. See what they can do there. Town centers have managed to survive here. And it looks like Maiden is transitioning into these champion Huskarl. He does not have the upgrade just yet for those ones. He has resources for it, but definitely need to get that upgrade, which does bonus siege damage for Huskarls. Huskarls start turning into Hoplite, except on steroids against buildings there, because they're actually, I think they're faster than Hoplite, and also they have higher pierce armor, so you can really pick off quite a bit when you get that upgrade. I'm surprised it's not been grabbed just yet. If we jump over to all the... Nope, still not upgrading it. Come on, Maiden. Get some of this stuff here. He's chucking up some longhouses here. Definitely, when you see a trade route, just start pushing up some of those watchtowers as well. Dryads trying to pick off this Migdol stronghold, doing what they can do there. Catapults moving in as well. Have managed to stop this yet again, but we see more catapults trying to move in here and deal that damage. You got another fortress coming in, trying to get that one up to put pressure on over here. Got some of these rock drops coming in now, so this is where things start getting brutal. Ra is such a mean god because he can just run around with rocks in a rock, basically run around with rocks with catapult in them and just pick off town centers left, right, and center, and it's really difficult to defend against. Even if you've got watchtowers everywhere. If you don't have access to priests, pretty much your only defense is what do you call it, Odysseus from these guys, or maybe Termite. I have that wonder has come up again for Skyfire, so that one's going to be another bit of a nuisance here. But if they can't defend against this location, it's going to be really difficult to defend over here. But they do have the advantage though of Maiden, of having to transition from this side of the map all the way over to this side of the map. However, Maiden has got into this location here with all of these longhouses, and he's going to be sending these Huskarl and Ulfsarks in to pick off this Oh, I like this. Grabbing this town center, and if you can get a foothold in this location here, have these Huskarls finally got bravery? No, they do not have it. What is it? It's called, yeah, it is called bravery. Still has not grabbed that one, so unfortunately Maiden has missed that, and this town center doesn't go down as fast as it should. We do have some of these catapult are trying to pick off this location here, but with a couple of Ulfsark repairing and these gatherers going to be enough to defend against this one. Going to be able to get that one back up, but we have Playhrd moving in with some of these fire siphon, which is going to be enough to pick off AoL Iron Maiden's town center there. And this town center looks like it is going down now from Skyfire, so he is actually going to be able to grab that one. Still no bravery from, I feel like potentially it could not show up, just like, oh no, maybe on Nilla it doesn't show up. On Titans, I think all the tooltips have been fixed. And here we go, Maiden back in on the trade route yet again. I love this Norse play from Maiden here. Just constant harass, constant buildings all around the map. Definitely need to get this town center back up as soon as you possibly can. Kill off this catapult, kill off this fire stuff, and get that population back in, because when you're doing these attacks like this, you need to be doing that very, very fast. Oh, I'm maybe silly. You can't get bravery when you go through Balder. You have to go through tier to get bravery. I'm silly. Okay, everyone can spam me in the comments, whatever. I know what I'm talking about, but I don't know what I'm talking about. Bravery is not anything. Sorry, Maiden. You can't get access to bravery, so maybe Huskarl aren't the best choice. Okay, he's actually going back to producing these champion Ulfsark. I'm silly. Okay, town center coming back up now for Maiden. We got some of these fanatics moving in, hero fanatics, trying to keep this town center down. But Skyfire has moved through Wiz's base and picked up a bunch of these things. He had that rock moving around, dealing a bunch of that damage. But this is the big story here. Definitely need to defend against this somehow. Maiden has managed to take down this town center, but it's going back up, and another town center. Oh, God, another wonder. Oh, yawn. Wonder is going back up, and we have a lot of these camel caravans just chilling over here, not doing all too much. Town center did fall there. Fire siphons did come in. And guard towers now coming back up for Wiz. So he's trying to get a foothold into this location. Given that town center over to player, smart move there. Player is in a really nice position in order to really start booming that late game Zeus. He needs to have 3 town centers to do so. And here we go. Got the Petropoli coming in, got the fortified walls, finally getting a foothold into this location here in order to take down this town center here. But, oh god, that does like no damage. Oh, he's taking some damage from this barracks, but definitely need to get some more Petropoli to come in right there. And a lot of these camel caravans are getting picked off at this point. So many watchtowers here to pick these guys off. And they're just like, oh, let me through, let me through. Oh, I'm dead. Let me through. Oh, I'm dead. But looks like Maiden's location here is getting picked off again from Ayah. So Ayah is still holding on a little bit. But Wonder was picked off, and Skyfire getting up another Wonder, and Ayah getting up another Wonder. So it looks like these guys are panicking a little bit. Instead of pushing forward and trying to pick off everything that AoL and F2 have done, they just really want to get the Wonder victory. But it looks like Maiden in the back base of WKT is going to be a little bit too much at this point. Even with these catapults here, this damage is already being done, and I feel like AoL can really start transitioning from this. This town center should fall. He's got 2 Petropolis already over here. Definitely need to focus the town center with that one. And he's also got some more things over here. He's got some more temples coming up, got some town centers, some towers going up. And unfortunately, Wiz losing another town center over here to this rock raids. Still no real what do you call it, not sure what you call it, because no real archers here. Just need to get like 1 hero Arcus or 1 hero Termin to pick off the rock, but still not doing that one just yet. But most of these catapults have been picked off as all the attention's over here on this location. But it looks like still trying to pick off over here with these walls and stuff. But the forest has been chopped down, so he can actually run around and pick this one off. Got some battles now coming out. Still no fire giants yet for Maiden. I'm not sure about that. Fire giants, such strong units. If you've got the gold, definitely need to be doing it. Sending some of these Ulfsark through this wall now. Going to be trying to pick off those units, and we do have a bunch of those fire siphon coming up. Looks like this location here is getting cleaned up. There's only 1 Ulfsark left, and there's no real way to produce that one. Another town. Now, there we go. Now the Wonder is back up yet again. But we have player moving in with the Colossus. We've got so much damage coming in. Look at this. This is exactly how you play late game. You see these walls? This is how you start. You start with 1 wall here, 1 wall here, and then you just move it forward. Move it forward. Get these villages, move it forward. This is how you beat mercenary spam. Need to chuck up some watchtowers yourself, though. Player's chucking up his own Wonder now, so players are not happy about the Wonder game. Gets his own one pumping. So now all they have to do is pick off this Wonder, pick off this Wonder, and they should be able to take the win, because I feel like WKT just can't move in. That being said, though, that is rocks. So rocks with caravans can definitely make it difficult for Wonders to stay up. However, if you get the Odysseus in the right position, plus some hero Arcus, it's really difficult to get those ones through. Town Center has fallen now for Skyfire, so we can start seeing some of that pushback now that we've been defending for so long, and that should be fairly decent. We have some more of those longhouses now coming up for Maiden, and it looks like this location is potentially starting to go back into the favor of F2. So F2 getting this town center back up means Maiden can start producing more of these Ulfsark, and Ulfsark can start moving forward. And one thing I didn't really think about, all these Oranos players, you don't actually have a counter to these brutal Ulfsark. You can't really defend against. Even with Cairo Ballista, these Ulfsark can pretty much get onto them and kill them, but Cairo Ballista are super expensive, and that's why it's kind of not good, at least in the late game. With sending some resources, Maiden's sending some resources over to Wiz, and looks like Wiz's little attack there was thwarted. But here's the story right now. Can player continue to push over on this location while defending on this location? He does have He does only have access to the 2 town centers, which is kind of big, but Maiden is trying to move back in onto this location. Again, he has got a lot of these units here, and the Ballaster and Ulfsark going to be moving forward, picking off all of these units here. Finally making some progress on this location. Definitely want to start producing some more longhouses over here. Like I say, late game is about buildings. So if you can just keep building buildings into the positions you want to control on the map, you can really do well with that. There we go. We do have a vortex getting cast here. That's going to be a bunch of those fire siphon moving in onto the Wonder. Bunch of those champion destroys. There's so many of those destroys here. How many? I can't actually select them all. That's how many there are. Maybe I can select them all. There we go. We do have 14 of them. They're gonna, or more, 15 of those champion destroyers attempting to pick off this Wonder here, and destroyers are actually really difficult to kill, even with those mercenary cavalry. So it looks like this town center is going to be going down. One of those villagers attempting to repair this, but there's so much damage coming onto this Wonder at this point here. And it looks like this Wonder is going down. Unfortunately for WKT, not going to get that Wonder win victory just yet. This town center did actually fall, unfortunately, but we do have a Heliopolis moving in, trying to do this one. Wonder falls, and now these destroyers can start moving into a different location here. And the Wonder is going to be going up for player. So which Wonder gets up first? It looks like we're at 10,500 HP for Skyfire and only 8,000 for players. So player's going to be a little bit behind the Wonder of Skyfire. Also, the Wonder of Skyfire is getting empowered by the Priest. So a little bit of abuse there from the Titans players. They wouldn't know because they don't play Nilla, but you can't empower a Wonder in Nilla. So unfortunately, they're getting a little bit of an advantage from that. Hopefully it doesn't change too much in this game. But Ayah losing a lot of town centers over here. He's actually lost both of his town centers. These destroyers are managing to push through here, which means no more mercenary spam, which means if we can keep those down, these gold colossus move in, and then player can actually grab these town centers for himself and can be in a really good position there. Does, I think it's, do we have any more Vortex? No more Vortex left. The Camel Caravan route of Skyfire is falling, and we do have the Ulfsark moving into this location here. So Maiden can grab this town center back on over here, as well as keeping this town center down will be really, really big. We have a bunch of mercenary over here. If we jump over to Skyfire's perspective, he's only got 400 resources in the, or sorry, 200 gold in the bank, and that's going to be huge considering how many resources Maiden. How did player get that Wonder up before Skyfire? That's brutal. I had no idea. It must, maybe he sent every single one of his villagers over onto it, and he manages to get that Wonder up just moments before WKT. So that means that WKT needs to stop defending, and they actually have to go on the offensive in order to win this game. So that's huge there for F2. F2's also taken over on the score, taken over on the town center count as well, and Maiden doing super nice work here on this late game. He's actually all over the map. He needs to maybe chuck up, getting some of those longhouses up over here. We have some of Skyfire's catapults moving back in order to try and pick off Wiz here. He's got that sky passage. I love seeing Oranos sky passages. They're so good. And here we go. These tables have completely turned now for WKT and F2. So F2 not needing to actually win this game by conquest anymore. They've got the option of taking this Wonder up. And it looks like also the Ra player under so much pressure from Wiz, it's going to be really difficult for him to get that rock out and all of those catapult while defending, because he's only sitting on one town center. So if you get that rock out, that's 3 pop, and you get all those catapults, you at least need 6, and that's like 18 pop, so that's 21 pop, and you're only on one town center. That's going to be difficult to do. So the rock attack not going to be the way to go here. So we'll see if potentially Playhrd can get some of those. We do have some towers sitting here. Maybe Playhrd can get some of those destroyers to pump out in order to kill off this Wonder or something like that. I'm not 100% sure what's going on there, because I guess Maiden is just trying to push in here. He's grabbing this town center. He's got a couple of longhouses over here. Definitely to get some more of those. One of those things that I feel like is letting Maiden down just a little bit is his lack of building spam. He's got 8,000 gold-ish in his bank, so he can just spam those buildings everywhere. I mean, kind of is, but he's maybe just fighting a little bit too much instead of just building buildings. Maybe something you could learn from Nakamura or something, the champions of deathmatch in the community, about how to play these late games. But Town Center now going up for Maiden, and this Town Center is back up now for Player, so they're going to have access to so much population. Town Center going up for Player over here, but it does look like they did let Ayah get his own Town Center back up, but Ayah's sitting at probably 0 gold. Yeah, he's only got 400 gold in the bank, and even though his trade route is kind of going at this point, it's just going to be super hard to pick off this Gold Colossus because you need to have a lot more resources in the bank to kill it. Though we do have the Pharaoh pumping out here. Does not have access to funeral rites though, it looks like, but looks like this Town Center may be going down. Oh no, it looks like the Pharaoh should be enough to pick off the Gold Colossus. Now he's opting to repair the oh no, not even opting to repair this location here. So he's running over onto the market to get more of that gold income. The Gold Colossus, it does fall there, and this Wonder is still up, but again, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all. We have Fire Giants come out, and here we go. Fire Giant, Ballista, combination coming in now. You can't really stop this. We've got the Town Center going up with those throwing axemen as well, and this Town Center is up as well. We have a rock now coming in for Skyfire, so it looks like maybe he's got some ideas of catapults, but I don't see too much coming up here. We have a bunch of these Wiz palaces coming in over here. Is he producing some destroyers out of here? No destroyers coming out of here. Wiz needs some resources. Maiden, you've got some resources. Tribute your resources to Wiz, dude. Come on. Be a team player. That's one of the big things. If you're playing these games and you're really far ahead and you've got resources in the bank that you're not spending, give them to your partners because they can spend them, I guarantee you. So unfortunately, Maiden not helping out Wiz there, but that's going to be totally fine. I feel like he's moving in with these units really, really strong. Portable Rams with those Balder Rams going to be moving in to pick off this town center as well, and everything is looking up for F2. Looks like there's no units on the back line here. We have one military barracks on the other side of the map here for F2, and F2 is going to be trying to pick off this fortified town center. It is going to be going down super fast there, and then Maiden's going to be able to move in and grab that one for himself, and they're going to keep moving forward. We got this town center. I mean, this town center was already down, but Player now moving in. He's got some Heliopolis here as well as the Petropoli and the catapults here. Definitely want to pick that one off, otherwise this town center is never going to go up because one catapult is just it just does so much damage to a town center going up. But it looks like maybe Ayah not paying attention. No, it looks like he does pay attention and does manage to get that one shot in, but yeah, that town center not going to go up just yet. But again, we are moving in. We've got this town center going up now for Maiden. Once he grabs this town center, it's even more population for him, so he's going to be able to move in and get these Ulfsark onto this back line, cause disruption to that trade route yet again. And Players Wonder at 5 minutes. We do have the little ping here, but that's going to be really difficult for WKT to come back in this game. We have Balder Rams now onto Skyfire's Wonder here. Ayah decides to tap out, Playhrd decides to tap out, and Skyfire decides to tap out. GG. Well played there by AoL and F2. I really thought WKT had this game, but I feel like they maybe just spent too much effort on to the Wonder game instead of trying to just pick off Wiz. If you finished off Wiz, I feel like this game would have been so much easier to just win through Conquest there. Unfortunately for WKT, AoL and F2 take this game, and that's going to be 2-1 in this best of 5 series. So we're going to go into game number 4 and see if WKT can take that last game, or if F2 and AoL can force a game number 5. If you enjoyed this game, please rate, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell if you like my videos and want to see them as soon as they come out. My name is Boit, and I will see you guys next time.